What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on Whiplash TV. We are going to take this truck and this trailer. We're going to take it to go pick up a new vehicle. Yep, I'm doing it again. I'm buying something else. Thank you for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up. Please keep liking the videos. Please also subscribe. You know I want to see those comments of what y'all think and what you guys say. So, all right, let's go get this thing. So I'm going to show y'all some more of the car, but I just want to really fast tell you what exactly this car is, and then I've got some cool stuff to show you. So first off, this car is a 2001 Chevy Camaro SS. It's a true SS car. It has the code in the door stating that it is a true Chevy SS. Obviously you can see that it's apart, but I'm going to get to the story behind it. But also, as you can kind of see, all the pieces are here. The transmission is right over here. The LS1 engine is right here. And I've got boxes and piles of parts of stuff for this car. But before I dive into more details, I just want to show y'all some really neat stuff that my friend that I bought it from did underneath this car. You're not going to believe how good this thing looks. It looks better than the day that it left the showroom floor. Let's take a look real quick. So as y'all can see, the car is super duper clean underneath. I mean, everything's been coated. The crash bar, pockets cut out in the side of the fender support, and everything coated up inside. It's just crazy how meticulous his attention to detail is. And I applaud it. I think it looks fantastic. Like I said, everything's here. Stock converter, 4L60. Drive shaft, those are just all parts from the truck from dropping it. I got 3 boxes of just parts and bolts and everything over here. I mean, here's another big box. Everything's here, the air intake. I got 2 steering columns. I mean, even the AIR pump, you know, all the smog stuff is here too. I mean, even the AC stuff, all the plastic, like, you know, fender stuff is all here. Got the stock tail lights and headlights. Got new headlights and tail lights here that he had bought for it. Got a brand new dash pad here for it. The LS1 that came in it is here. Of course, it's got the LS6 intake manifold being a 01. I mean, it's got the accessory drive on the front, the alternators in a box, and the back T-top well. There is just tons of parts and stuff. He's got new polyurethane clamshell engine mounts, polyurethane transmission mount, a brand new water pump, tons of brackets, some of which I know where they go from having an F-body before, but there's every like bracket on the car is in there, powder coated black. The brake lines are inside the car. They've been powder coated black. Brand new carpet in the car. He even did some sound deadening underneath the carpet and back in the T-top well where you get a lot of noise. So basically, y'all, I could not pass this car up for the price that I got it for. A clean title 2001 Chevy Camaro SS with all the parts essentially for it, even though it's been blown apart and pulled apart. Basically everything is here. It's just a big puzzle piece, really. I got the car for everything that you could buy the stuff underneath the car for, pretty much. So I'm not going to say the exact amount, but you saw up underneath the car there is subframe connectors with the drive shaft hoop up underneath it. There's tubular lower control arms. There's brand new Bilstein shocks with the Ebach Pro spring kit that'll lower it a little bit and help handling. He also put on brand new polyurethane sway bar end links and the main sway bar bushing. He's got brand new cross-drilled rotors and then also coated the brake calipers, brand new brake pads, never even been driven on. All the coating that you see is a airplane grade, so like a aerospace black coating. So my friend Sean, he pulled the car apart at around 116,000 miles. The car was running and driving when he pulled it apart, and he had a vision to pull it apart, make it better than it ever was from the factory. And I would say with the work that he's done, and my friend Dustin as well, I believe, helped him a little bit on it too. So want to make sure to mention him. I appreciate Dustin for his part of also working with me through the deal, since my friend Sean doesn't live here anymore, and Dustin helped to arrange everything so that I could pick it up. So I appreciate Dustin for his part on that. So when the car was pulled apart with 116,000 miles, the only thing it had going wrong with it was a small rear main seal leak. My friend, being a meticulous person, as soon as it starts to leak, you know, he wants to take and pull it apart and go ahead and fix it and replace whatever's leaking. So he tore it apart several years ago. I want to say probably around 4 years ago, he pulled the car apart, and his company that he works for, which is working on airplanes, flies him all around the United States to different airports. So since he's always on the go, he's had virtually no time to mess with this car in about the last 2 years. So here's where I am really interested on a video like this and with a situation like this to hear what would y'all do? If you had this car that you were into really cheap, what would you do with it? Would you build it into a race car? Would you build it into a real nice street car? Would you daily it after you built it? Would you simply track it? What would you do with a car like this? I'm interested to hear just what ideas y'all have that you would do to this car. Some of y'all might say that you would LS7 twin turbo it, or, you know, something wild. Down in the comments, let me know what you would do with this car if it was yours. I so far don't 100% have the plan as to what I'm going to do with this car. I personally always like to drive anything that I own. So whether I were to build it somewhat for the track, I definitely want it to be registered and insured and being able to be driven out on the street, because I like to enjoy everything that I own. So even though these cars are 21 years old, there's still a definite following. There's still people building them out there, and there is lots of aftermarket parts that you can get for these cars and just stuff that you can do with them. The possibilities really are endless. I really appreciate y'all for taking the time to watch this. Please, before you get on out here, hit that thumbs up and like the video to keep helping out the channel. Also, please consider subscribing and don't forget to ring that notifications bell. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I'll catch you on the next video.